Okay, I think we delayed this enough. It's time. Are you guys ready? Let's go. A mother's love. Asked the reception about my room. Many locals despise Brits. The Empire took over Codona. John steals bad photos. Make sure the frame has turned wide before shooting if you intend to keep it shut in your casebook. Cordona's history of occupation was what many nicknames once small islands, so the mystery is disposing.
Ginger, that's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost
Sherry?
arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Traveling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
Ah, that's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Ah, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
Okay. Damn, John! Oh my god, these graphics. This is keep bringing me so back. So the hot doctor is even hotter than before. Now Sherlock is even hotter than before. What is it? And also I like that during this game these guys get progressively younger. Even though it evolved, like the story progressed. It's so weird.
Hey, Sherry. Come on, catch up.
Yes, yes.
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
Oh, John. Use other. Okay, it's shift to run.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir.
It's an Italian.
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
Okay, do we go in?
Welcome to Il Palazzo di Lusso, sir. We just
It
need
is in
your
Italian.
signature.
Johnny? These people are not even... Dark rituals at the graveyard. And so right after I turned the corner, I saw him, the necromancer. I started to nervously look around, but I quickly hid behind a gravestone. Common sense told me to run, but my duty to you, my readers, was more important than the risk of my own life. Luckily, the vampire did not notice me and continued his devilish rituals. He raised the woman from her grave and ordered her to kill 2 men who were close by. Then they kissed and made unholy love in a freshly unearthed coffin. It lasted for hours, but when the moon became low in the sky, they turned into bats and flew away. Okay, that's a thing that was written. Okay, the eyelashes on both the characters are a little bit unsettling. Jeez.
There you are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you. I see it was reserved for 2 people. Would you like a second key? Very good.
Oh, sorry.
Rooms are upstairs, sir. Welcome to Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
John feels more like my conscience. Like he's not really there. Hey, that
Hurry
stuff.
up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
Ugh. I hope you have a view. I am sorry. 23, 22. There we are.
I apologize, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps, in the meantime, you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight, the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Let's check what they have on offer.
When did you get here?
Let's check what they have on offer.
Okay. You offer 0 insight.
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
Where are you?
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict spatch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
I'll have the ceviche, thank you. Luca?
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Not me.
Mediocrity.
Boom!
Come now, Sherry. What did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
I have to admit, I don't know how I feel about Johnny, John calling him Sherry, because I always like that, despite them being very, very much lovers, they always had some sort of John and Holmes. I don't know how I feel about this Sherry thing.
Okay, time to check if John found us a nice table for the evening.
Jay? There he is. Hey, baby.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new Ursine companion.
Oh.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Okay.
So it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Deliver it to him? Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look.
Jonathan.
No matter how long you stare at the stick, it's not going to walk itself to its owner.
The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. The cane is made of ebony, it's worn uncared for, and bears the scars of numerous hits. A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow. Perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows. Or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner.
Okay, hot stuff. Whatever you
Right.
say.
I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
Mesdames.
Can I ask you a question?
I'll help you, sir. You have my full attention.
There were three people, the noble couple and a retired Navy officer. Observer when show what happened into the couple, but the Navy officer was seeing on the front counter somehow.
Well, even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Navy title was sitting at a table may own a cane or not, who does? Or no, who does?
Can I ask you a question?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
The Navy officer, Mr. Rhodes, was sitting at our table with a noble couple. The man talked about yachting while the lady was fidgeting with a cane. Perhaps she put it aside and asked if we got taken when they went to meet the medium. Now for perfect suit to enter sense.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am?
What is happening? John,
Hey,
what was
boy,
that?
That's my cane.
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made.
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Well, you were. Judging by the handwriting on his signet ring and a cane, I can be fairly certain that this man is Lord Craven, a noble Englishman in the habit of visiting resorts to receive treatment for his liver malady. His flushed face indicates he has succumbed to the temptation to drink a few shots of alcohol. He was saddened by the seance. By his red knuckles, I presume that he's taking boxing lessons to strengthen his physical condition. Already annoyed by the disappearance of this cane, he's now infuriated by the theft of a diamond, unsurprisingly.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything I needed to know. I was after a strong, middle-aged man with a keen interest in adventure, noble blood, and affection for strong drink. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. That's me, Lord Andrew Craven. You are the real medium. You hear that, Emma? Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this. You insist the medium robbed you during the séance. But what occurred exactly?
Ah! It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding
John, are you okay?
hands, as expected.
Look at John, he's
Then
like...
something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Ah, yes. Common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
Tell me more about this diamond,
How
then.
does a priceless diamond become the subject of a séance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Rajah, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty, and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow
Crown is a crown,
diamond, not
still
less than
shit.
100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
Stay here, and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
Okay.
Oh, I love the ambiance. Nice and creepy.
You do.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it. This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm. The ghost was here, Sherry.
No, it
Half a
wasn't.
glass of Balblair scotch and the remains of a poor Laranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need? Quite a display for the tremulous visitor.
How can you not love this stuff, Sherry? It adds so much atmosphere to the room.
Was this covered on purpose?
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave a mirror exposed during a séance. The spirits may become enraged.
Or someone may notice the trick they should not see.
Why not both?
There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
There you go.
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms.
Let's talk to this guy.
What happened
John,
here?
what the fuck?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But the stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can reason with him? Please?
Please.
Like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
Lady Craven was pointing at the window. I'm sure she saw someone in the curtain during the seance.
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
Ah, I hope it was the ghost of the Raja.
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. Could one man even lift it?
At Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
It's a heel.
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
I'm reserving judgment. Use your keen eye to follow the trail.
No, where did your
Ghost
shoes?
hunting. This case gets more exciting by the minute.
Size 4 with a broken heel.
Okay.
Size 4 with a broken heel. Rose D'Amour. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
So, definitely not the ghost of a Raja. Unless...
Oh, what the fuck? You checking my butt?
What a shame.
Our witness was a nosy maid. Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids
It
can
is
help us
tiny
find
feet.
her.
What's wrong with your hand, Sherlock? Why is Johnny's a bit...
This reminds me of the fairy tale, Sherry. Will you find your princess?
You are my princess. I mean, what?
May I ask you something?
Oh, yes. I can tell you everything, sir.
The staff said that Lucia got scolding from the chief steward for wearing common shoes at work. She should be cleaning near the pictures upstairs now.
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No, no. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
Never lie.
A precious diamond was stolen during the seance. Lord Craven entrusted me with its recovery.
I'm sorry, sir, but we are forbidden to discuss the private matters of our guests.
Are you also forbidden from peeking into private rooms, Miss?
Saletta. Lucia Saletta, sir.
Tell me, Miss Saletta, what would your manager say if he knew you were spying on guests?
Oh, please, sir, don't tell him. I have a family. I need this work.
I won't, but only if you answer my questions truthfully. And don't play coy. I can tell.
What did you see in the room?
Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest. A glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost. A sickly, evil thing.
Did you see anything else?
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it.
Hey!
And then
Yes,
I ran.
hype
I
indeed.
suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
Oh, you scared the poor girl, Sherry. Did she really deserve that?
We all got what we wanted. She talked. I stay silent.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
John Watson. I could make out with you right now, this
Back
is
to the
yeah, I mean, okay, so in the previous games, I had a huge crush for John, but this game is, oh my god. I don't know how, I still don't know how I feel about him calling him Sherry, calling Holmes Sherry. Both.
Lady Craven retired to her room to rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
Okay. It's in my district of the past, and actor know to begin and recreate. This thing is cool. I'm sure the one day I see it. Lucille Watson, oh my god. Okay, should it be correct?
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window. Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The
Perhaps.
Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
John, you are very lovely and anything else? But for the love of God, shut up.
Lady Craven is not who she...
Okay. I've heard two staff members talking about Lady Craven. It comes that the woman may not be the wife of Lord Craven, but their observation, she was on the lookout during the evening while trying to get Lord Craven drunk. We also noticed that the lady wasn't sure how to properly use a fish knife.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late.
Oh my God,
Now
she's dead?
it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please, help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You were the
A
only
reading
one
stream,
who could
sure.
find the truth.
Absolutely. I've done it already, but but with an
Fine,
Italian book.
But only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
Was Emma with you?
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting.
Where did you go next?
Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Where is the medium now?
Is Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand.
What did you do next?
So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead.
I have
The diamond
books in
lay
English that I
right
can
there
read.
beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid! The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has passed and you already have yourself a murder mystery, Sherlock. Why am I not surprised?
Where the heck are you? Okay.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Uh-huh.
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
He gets his accent again.
Aha, a neat hiding place. Why would she conceal
Wait,
all
who's
this?
Pinky again?
Several £1,000s, that's quite a fortune. This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar.
Oh.
Virtus Audacta Sapit. Courage tastes bold. A unique family motto.
The mystery
Okay.
deepens. A victim with a checkered past and poor taste.
Could it be that she was actually in cahoots?
This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted.
Okay, gotcha.
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises.
Yay. Where is the third one? Wow. I do like Irish accents.
Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well,
No
there is a
one.
professional medium right next door.
You do realize.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
A remarkably simple lock.
We do have a Mind Palace. Luca and Emma could have met before. Luca and Emma both have jewelry with the same moth design. Could they have something in common? The murderer left a diamond. Lord Craven and Emma with a stone. I'm pending for the murderer left a diamond.
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? That's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week.
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself, was she not dead already?